If you could have a dream mentor and they can help you have a mind shift and they could teach you one solid lesson, what would you want that lesson to be and why does it matter? This is a perfect conversation to have. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live from HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So here's the thing. I have had the opportunity to work with two of the greatest business minds in the world, Jay Abraham and Roland Frasier. I have coached for both of these people. And so in the business world, these guys are freaking legends. And recently, I have asked both of them a similar question, and I've gotten a similar answer from both of them, okay? And so I said, hey, Jay, hey, Roland, in a downturn in a market and an economy, what are the things that I should be focusing on? And in both of their minds, they both said this differently, but they said the same thing. They're like, what are you talking about? We don't get, like, there's opportunity in every market. So Jay told me, he was like, Scott, you got to think of it this way. Every time that there's a problem, there's an opportunity, and you just got to figure out what that opportunity is. Roland said, hey, Scott, like, anytime that you're talking about opportunities, you just need to know that they're there no matter what the marketplace is. And I was like, grr. Within a week, I asked two of these business minds, two of these legends, pretty much the same question, and got pretty much the same answer. And so this is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. It's a way for you to reframe your mind. It's a way for you to have a conversation and go, you know what? I have to talk to myself. If there's a problem, it usually means that that problem needs to be solved. If the problem needs to be solved, by essence, there's an opportunity there. And I don't want you to think this is circular logic. I want you to really sit down and think about this and ponder this. If somebody has a problem, you have the opportunity to serve them and help them and fix it. It just may take some creative effort and work on your part. Don't break any laws, don't lie, don't make stuff up. But find a way to have those conversations or a partner to work with and say, here's the things that I could do. Here are the interactions. Here are the opportunities. So let's say you meet with a buyer. I'm going to give you a word track. And they're going to say, hey, I've got all these problems. You could say, hey, look, I recognize that you have all of your problems, but we can reshift this and we can reapply, and we can actually turn those into opportunities if you're open to having that conversation. That's the word track. Like, I understand that you have all these problems and issues, but if you're open to it, we can take these things to opportunities. There's a ton of different ways you can rephrase this. You don't have to say it the way that I did. But the next time that you're in a meeting and you're listening, there's going to be probably a time where there's a complaint session. Everybody starts complaining. You can raise your hand and say, hey, look, I see that we have problems, and I understand that. But like, at the end of the day, because we have a problem, we now have an opportunity. So I want to thank Jay Abraham and Roland Frasier for being fantastic mentors of mine and allowing me to teach for them. But to be around mindset of people who are doing it big, like bigger than you could imagine, and coach some of the best businesses and minds in the world, let's take this from a problem and opportunity. So the next time that you're like, I've got all these problems, remember, at the end of the day, if you have a problem, by default, you also have an opportunity. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. Or find the follow button, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. So let you know that I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.